All right, we're doing past, present, future, and what's changing next. Ooh, a twist to the saga. I love it. All right, is it going to get better? Or is it going to get worse? I don't know, but we'll find out together. All right, welcome in. This is Organic Strawberry Moon Tarot, and I, Claudia St. John's. All right, so people are getting their notifications as they're coming in. Let's give them a second to settle in. Good evening. Good evening. All right. All right, we're about to get started here. I'm starting quickly tonight. All right, come in, put your signs or signs you're here for so I can get better acquainted with you. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm like really psyched about this reading tonight. So the energy is really intense. So I got some good messages for you guys. So if you are here, you're not here by mistake. There is definitely something you're meant to hear. Here. All right. All right, give me a second so I can pull this on my board. Okay. Yeah, people are still just coming in. All right. Hey, what's up, Hot Katy Perry? How you doing? I love you too. Good evening. Good evening. Put your signs in the signs you're here for. Placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you're a cross-watcher, welcome. And if you're just curious, well, hello to curiosity. All right. Ooh, you got Sag, you got Pisces, Leo. Any other vermins here? All right. All right, we're going to get started here. Okay. All right, yeah, this energy is really, it's exciting. I was just doing a pre-shuffle, and let me tell you, the cards that were coming out, this is going to be a fun night. I can tell. This is like, listen, this is no hand-holding energy. I am going to tell you what the cards say. All right, I don't bask in negativity, but I don't deny it either. All right, here. These are not the cards I want to do, though. Where's my other ones? What else does this have? This deck has got some other... All right. Okay. Where's that other deck at, though? Oh, here it is. Here they are. Here they are. This light is flickering. It's acting weird. All right. All right. I'm ready. I'll use that one later because it's hard to shuffle. Okay. It's new and it's very stiff. All right. Good evening. Let's do this. All right. We're starting with Taurus. All right. I'm doing past, present, future, and then there is a twist. What changes are next? All right, for you. Yes. All right, hold on. All right, that's going to be the, what changes are next? Okay. All right, I'm going to write this in, like, physics calculations to abbreviate this. So if you don't know what that's saying, it's all right. Okay. I just got to remind myself. All right, here we go. All right, Taurus. We're going Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Collective. In that order. All right. So you got your sun sign, and I can catch you in your collective as well. Okay, that's collective is for everyone and anyone. All right. So do check out your placement sign. Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. And if you're a cross watcher, cool. All right. If you're just curious, cool as well. Alrighty. Let me just get my deck here. Alright, we're gonna put some twist in these. Why not? Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright. Add some flair to the game. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. Starting now. What is the time? Starting at, is it 5:15? All right. Taurus, 5:15. Let's do it. It's actually 5:20. All right. 5:20. All right. Taurus. All right. Let's do this for Taurus. All right. Taurus. Taurus essential signs. Yeah, and Taurus are actually, they're softies, believe it or not. They are. They have this big bull energy, but they're really soft and gentle. Okay. All right, hello, Taurus. All right, let's see what do I got from my white majestic bulls. From Greek mythology. When Zeus disguises himself as a white majestic bull to seduce a fair maiden. Yeah. He was smart. You ever seen the Zungas on a bull, man? Yeah, there's like no competition about that. All right. Yeah, she did fall for it. Him as a bull. All right, here we go. All right, Taurus. All right, let 3 cards come out. All right, give me one for the past. Okay, present and future. All right, let's see what we got. We have the Chariot, Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands. All right. All right. So wait a minute. Something is really. I gotta shut this down. It's really intervening in my feed. Oh, okay. That was just too much. All right. Sounds a lot better. It's picking it up in my headphones. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So Taurus. So you had the Chariot here in your past situation. Where's my advisor? I know. Anywhere? All right, that's fine. All right, so in the recent past, we have the Chariot energy. So, the Chariot talks about, this is like trying to regain control, okay? Trying to regain control in a situation. And it's like, especially when it could have felt challenging, or you could have felt you were going through an obstacle at that time, or obstacles. So it's like, I'm gonna get in my Chariot, and I'm gonna ride through this mother. I'm gonna ride through this mother. And with the Chariot, that is exactly what you did. And then here in the present energy, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is the energy of, you're now starting to trust the direction you're going. You're listening to your emotions. This is managing and nurturing your current situation, okay, through your emotions. Yeah. Taurus, yeah, through your emotions. I know, Taurus likes to be very practical and very logical, but this time, they're stepping it up with their emotions. All right, very cool. And where is the future leading you? Where's the near future leading you? All right, so you're trusting this. You're trying to manage your emotions. You're trusting your emotions. And then look, you step into the 10 of Wands. Oh, right? Just when you finally stepped into your emotions. And it's like the universe throws you this 10 of Wands energy. All right, so the near future feels overwhelmed, feeling burdened. You got a lot weighing on you, all right, emotionally, mentally, or this could be physical work. Maybe you got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of obligations, a lot of work to get done, and then you feel like I got to do this all by myself. If you can get help, do so. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a form of strength. All right. So what's next for my Taurus? What's changing next for you? So we end where you've taken back your control, overcoming your obstacles, all right, moving forward. Then now you're managing your emotions like a pro, all right? Now you're trusting yourself, trusting the situation, and then just to throw this, just to make sure that you got this, the universe is testing you with this 10 of Wands energy, okay? It's going to weigh a lot of, it's going to pile shit on you, all right? Now you're going to soften this. Yeah, it's going to feel heavy for sure. Whether this is love feels hard or life feels hard or just work in general is hard, okay? So what's going to change next for Taurus? The Four of Swords. Okay. And what does that mean for you? Where is that thing at? I cannot believe it's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. All right, here we go. I can put this on there. All right. So what's changing for you is the Four of Swords. So look at, you go from being overburdened to stressing out. It's knowing when to step away from something and just step out and get some quiet time. Just relax. Take a break. Take a breather. Okay, take a breather. I'm going to step away from this. I'm going to step away from it. I'm giving myself, I'm allowing myself to step away from something and just take a breather. I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to relax. I'm going to give myself the permission to relax. Hard work is good. Yeah, hard work is really good. But you know what's equally important? Knowing when to relax, to rest, to recuperate. That is just as equally important. And it looks like, when things are feeling unstable, that's what you're going to do. And I think that's what's going to work for you. So when we quiet our minds, that's actually when solution starts coming to us. When we quiet our minds, that's when we quiet that noise up in our noggin, right? That's when solutions can come about. That's when we get the best ideas. That's when, we're like in solution processing solutions better. Okay. All right, very cool. So the signs we have here is Libra, Sagittarius, all water, and Cancer. All right, Taurus, very cool. All right, let's go to Gemini. All right. Hi, Gems. How you guys doing? Hey, Crystal. Good evening to you, too. Hey, Nina. Hey, Boredom. There you are. Hello. Hi, Sam. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Sam. I like people that are subscribed. You're going to be on the goodie list. All right, let's do Gemini. What is it, 1323? Okay. All right, very good. All right, Gems, truly outrageous. All right, what do we got for you? I feel like these readings are going to be very beneficial because they give you foresight to the trajectory of how the energy's been, where it's now, and where is it going, and what is going to change next. Don't we always want something to change? Like, when you're in a crappy situation, you welcome change. Like, yes! Can this energy move on already? Can it shift? Absolutely. Especially if you felt stuck in something for a long time. Oh my God. That gentle breeze of something just shifting in the air. Oh, that feels good. Okay. Okay, that's right. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what we got going on for you. Okay, if you're just coming in, put your signs, your placement signs or signs you're here for. Okay, whether you're a cross watcher or not. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see, Gemini. Give me your pass, please. All right, we have here the Knight of Swords. Okay, that's Gemini's horsey right there. And then give me your present. Okay, we have here the Knight of Wands, another horsey, fire horsey. Okay. A lot of horsepower here so far. All right, give me your future. Oh, the Chariot, another horsepower. Okay. Metal kind of horse. All right, metal horse. Got it. Motorcycle. Vroom. Wow, that's very synchronistic energy there. All right, we got a Knight, Chariot. Look at that. All right, let's talk about this before we go into the big reveal. What's changing next for you? All right. So your past is, we have the Knight of Swords, which is Gemini's horsey. All right. The Knight of Swords are, I think Gemini, you are the mutable, one of the mutable signs. Right? You guys are really good with going with the flow of things, changing things up. Okay. So the Knight of Swords tells me this is energy of like you're in this energy of feeling confident, very ambitious, very ready. Like, let's just do this. Like Nike, let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, let's just go for it. All right. It's like definitely, swift energy, fast moving. So in the recent past, you could have had like a big change, a big shift, or this could have been a lot of small shifts happening very fast, okay, recently in your past. A lot of things changing up for you, okay, maybe in your love life, and your finances, and in your family, and this and that area, you name it. And then, so we go to the Knight of Wands. All right, this is still fast energy. We go from very swift to now this is very passionate energy. So now we're putting emotion to this energy. Before it was just mental energy pushing us forward, and then now it's like, we add some emotion to this. Like, yeah, we add some fuel to it, some fire energy. Yeah, I'm now excited, I'm passionate, this is intense. Ooh, yes. All right. The Knight of Wands is very cool energy, but the thing with the Knight of Wands is that, it's hard to maintain that fire. That fire, to keep that torch steady, to keep that fire steady, that's a challenging thing. So in the present energy, it's like you had all this motivation, this momentum to get you going. Like, yes, I'm excited about this. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. Yes, and then the emotions come in. And one thing about emotions, it's just like the fire. It's hard to keep consistent with them. You feel this up, down. One day you're really flying. A couple of days you can fly. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm great. Yeah, I got this. And then, dwindles. I'm getting kind of tired. I don't know if I'm so motivated anymore. I don't know if I got energy today. You mean I got to get out of bed to do this? All right. So the energy starts being a little bit inconsistent. So don't let that deter you. Okay, that's natural. All right. Don't let that F with your mind. Don't put negative definitions around something when none needs to be there. Just because you don't keep the steady flow with your emotions doesn't mean anything really is going bad. All right. So in your near future, it looks like you pick up the steam. All right. So now we're going to get on this metal horse, right? The motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. Now, full speed ahead, baby. It's like, challenges? I run through challenges. Obstacles? I overcome them. I'm on fire. I'm moving. There's nothing stopping me now. I got fire. My mind's in the right place. I got, a lot of intense energy. I'm very excited. I'm very passionate. I'm gunning this. It's like, I'm going to ride this bitch like I stole it. All right, so what's changing for Gemini? What's changing next for my Gems? Ooh, and by the way, if you're in this future energy in the chariot, overcoming your obstacles, you're crushing it. You're just going right through it. You're bulldozing through it. You're heading to a victory here. All right. So what's changing next? I got 2 cards, so I'm curious what Spirit gave me for you. Okay, let's see what Gemini can anticipate here. Ooh, the 4 of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay. All right. So, you got a little bump in the road, okay, with the 4 of Cups energy. So this talks about, like with all this steam and all this energy moving forward is great. But, but you need, so like the universe is like, Gemini, it's like anything I throw at you, you seem to overcome. So I got to put a twist in this for you. I got to twist it up a little bit. Give you a real challenge. So the 4 of Cups is like, yeah, something here, like this could be feeling rejected. This can be feeling like something is missing, or you're waiting for that one thing to come in, or that one person, that one position, or that you're expecting this type of results, but you just are not getting it, whether you're on social media or you're a business owner. And it's like, come on already. Or if you're single, or you're in a relationship, it's like, yeah, you're just feeling disappointed. You don't like how people are coming towards you. You don't like how things are being offered. This could also be like the energy of feeling frustrated, annoyed, even bored, It's like, really, how many times are we going to play this situation out? Now I'm bored to tears with this. Can we do something else already? So then, but the thing is here with the King of Cups, this is somebody who masters their emotion. This is somebody who is very emotionally intellectual. This is somebody who, in the midst of adversity, learns how to control their emotions, learns how to become calm, composed, and stable, calm, cool, and collected. And so whenever these little things, like the 4 of Cups is not, they're not big energy. It's not like a big annoyance or a big frustration. It's just a little things just nag at you. It's like a little thorn in your side, You just got a little thorn in your foot and your toe. And you're like, just, it's just annoying me. But, don't let that trip you up. And keep your emotions balanced, because the only thing happens that slows you down, as we've seen, is when you put when the emotions come into play with the Knight of Wands energy. When it's mental, you're fine. And when it's a metal energy, no problem. But when the emotions get involved some way, if the emotions get triggered in some way, especially in a negative way, that trips you up. So then your thing right now, and this energy, is learn not to react to things that bother you. Acknowledge it, own it. I'm not saying deny it, ignore it, but don't let it trip you up. It's not the end of the world. It's not forever. It's not going to be forever. It's just very fleeting energy, just coming in, and as soon as it comes in, you acknowledge it, own it, it'll go. All right? And then you just keep on going. All right? Don't let them make you pull over to the side and like analyze your car and and everything's fine. It's fine. It's okay. All right? So the signs here, we got all water. We have Cancer. We got Cancer again. And we got Sagittarius and Gemini. All right, Gemini. Learn to get those emotions under control. It's not about reacting. It's about responding. What's the difference? React is when you're triggered in your negative emotions, and like if you get angry or jealous, you just react without thinking. You just go bah, 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 bah. But what you do is you like pause. Some people count down to 10 or count from 10 to 1. That actually works better psychologically. And then you respond calmly, cool, collectively. All right? And that'll be your win. All right? That's how you keep going. You got this. All right. I know it. I know you do. All right, Jemmy. That was your reading. All right. Thank you. Let's now go to Cancer. Hi, Apes Angel. How you doing? What is it? 6185. Hello. Oh, he's in a toxic marriage and he lies to you. Constantly on and off. Yeah, it's that Knight of Wands energy. Until they know how to get that emotional thing stabilized, it's going to be like that. All right. All right, let's go to Cancers now. What time are we at? 26:06. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right, Cancers, my lovely Cancers that wear their heart on their sleeve. Cancers are very giving, very sweet energy. You know, they're like my emotional Wi-Fi. They pick up on everything. Very intuitive sign, right? But I do feel that Cancers tend to overgive emotionally, and then they start taking things very personally. And then when people don't reciprocate that overgiving emotional energy, they start becoming resentful. And then the next thing you know, Cancer's pissed off at you and you have no freaking idea. What did I do? And they're a very revengeful energy. Okay. Yeah, every Cancer I ever came across, that was the experience. Very sweet. But, hey, yeah, have, like, no wrath, like fury, like Cancers when they're feeling scorned in any way, even if it wasn't on purpose. All right, my lovely Cancers. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, hi, Papa. Hi, little boo boo. Did I just? He hates when I pound the cards on the table. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi. Hi, little baby. Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on for Cancer. I can't see you. You're all the way over there, Felix. Huh? Why don't you come over here? Bring that little cute self over here. Huh? You okay? All right. I can't see you. All right, let's see. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going to be pounding a lot, but don't get startled, okay, honey? Don't get startled. Don't do that. All right. All right, let's see what Cancer's got at this time. All right. All right, Cancer. Let's see. What's your past? All right, the strength present is the Ace of Wands. Okay, a lot of fire energy here. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, future, the Four of Swords. All right, let's talk about these before we get to what's going to change for you. All right, so here, I don't want to cover you up. Okay, we have the strength card. Okay, so the past energy is the strength. Hold on. How do I want to approach this? Okay, so in the recent past, I feel like the energy when things were going a little bit slow. Okay, it's like you had to be very mindful of your approach to people, how you approach things, that whole mindset, how you engaged with others, how you confronted, how you started things. That energy was very important, how you began things. So this energy, the strength code is talking about, you know, having patience and like dealing with the negative raw emotions that keep surfacing. Learning to be patient and not let them override you. Okay, just learning when they come up. It's like, okay, becoming aware of them, owning them. What are you trying to say? Oh, okay. And then, you know, it's just like being patient with it, being patient with the energy. And then now in this present energy, you have the Ace of Wands. So it's like now momentum picks up. Ace of Wands, the excitement picks up, your vitality picks up, the energy picks up. All right. So we kind of like learn to not need to push back the negative emotions. We learned it's okay when they come up. As soon as they come up, you own them, acknowledge them, they quickly go away. All right. So cool, we got that. And so now in the current energy, Ace Wands, new beginnings. This is getting your energy back, vitality, getting excited. Whether a new person's coming in, you know, a lot of you feeling a little bit frisky, playful. You got a lot of good ideas. Some of you have this, maybe you have this energy of like something is very inspiring you. You want to start something. Like, I'm going to start, you know, doing Tai Chi. I'm going to start, you know, skateboarding or whatever your thing is, you know. So maybe you got both. Maybe you got a new person in that comes in that's excites you a little bit. Or this is the energy, or a couple as we, you know, we got this, the spark comes back, you know, we start, hey, you know, I've been busy, I haven't noticed you lately, but you're actually looking really good. Damn. Why didn't I notice you all week? I've been so busy. So it's like that rekindling energy, and it's like that spark coming back. Okay. Something wakes your, something wakes you up. Okay, whether you're inspired to do something, or if it's a person, or just something you get excited about. But in the future, we have the Four Swords. Okay, so in the past, we had things like a slow rom-com energy happening, building. It's like, you know, every so often a negative emotion will come up, like whether it was anger, frustration, something, fear, self-doubt, just like working through that. Then current, you had someone exciting, you know, around you, or you just got excited, your energy picks up, good time to begin something, or get back to something. And now in your future, we go to the Four Swords. This is like, you know the energy, so don't really look at the cards, because I'm gonna say this is the energy in your future. Like, I feel like sometimes it's gonna feel unstable, especially, you know, when it's gonna feel the most unstable for my Cancers is when things are quiet, when nothing is really happening. You know, Cancers don't like that shit. No, I feel like a lot of Cancers like when there's drama. That feels comfortable. Because when things are quiet, you almost have this energy like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. All right, even if things are good, especially when things are good, you're like, oh yeah, this, all right, when is the shoe gonna drop? Nothing lasts this, when it's good, it doesn't last long, so come on with it already. Come on, drop, you know. But it's like, so it's like this energy of like feeling unstable. Okay. So what's going to change next for my Cancers? All right. What's this big next change for my Cancers? The Hierophant. All right. So this is definitely, I feel like some of you are going to get this enlightenment energy. Like you're going to have this epiphany, a light bulb moment, if you will. It's like something is just going to dawn on you, and you're going to be like, oh, really? Now I get it. Now that makes sense. It's like, Oh, that was the missing thing. Like something starts clicking for you. It's some of you get that spiritual enlightenment energy going. Okay. It's like now this whole thing starts making sense to you. Okay. Um, the quickest way to enlightenment is just to lighten up. Not take life, not take yourself and others so seriously. Um, we're always gonna have positive, negative, and neutral energy intertwined. It's always going to be the flow. The Hierophant talks about, to trust your moral inner code as you go along, as you're going through this process. Trust what feels right to you. That's going to be your inner GPS. But more importantly, the big shift is some of you need to tap into your spirituality or to your religion, okay? And that's actually going to get you through a lot of this process here, okay, with these negative raw emotions, then getting excited. Even when you're excited, tapping into your spirituality can even hype up this excitement energy even more. And then when you're feeling unstable, the times that you feel unstable or you're in this energy of your regular raw emotions surfacing, your spirituality or your religion can really help, stable that energy out. All right. And if you're not so spiritual religious, then it talks about maybe talking to somebody that talking stuff out once in a while. A problem shared is a problem solved in half. Okay. All right. So we have Taurus in the majors. We have Aries. We have Leo in the majors. And then we have Libra. Okay. All right. Those are the signs that showed up for you. All right, my Cancers. Thank you. All right. Now let's go to Leo. The kitty cats of the Zodiac. Okay. We're at 37:25. Okay. All right, Leo. Hello there. All right. What's up with my kitty cats? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, Jonathan Redwood. Hello. Welcome in. Okay. All right, Leo. If you're just coming in, put your signs or your signs you're here for, whether it's your placements or if you're cross-watching. That way I just can know who's here for who or what. Okay. Just makes it more fun that way. And if you're just curious, well, hello to curiosity. Curious energy is a very good energy to be in. All right. Leo, let's see what you got going on here. All right, hold on. Spirit says, shuffle that up a little bit. Okay. Yes, ma'am. All right. Here, I'm just going to... Okay. Hi, Longi. Hi, Felix. Okay. All right, let's see. I gotta shuffle this up more. All right, here we go. All right, we knock off the negative energy and we blow it away. All right, past. We have the Page of Wands. Ooh, the card just flipped. What was that? 7 of Wands in reverse. All right, if they go in reverse, I will take it. That took extra energy for Spirit to flip that card, so I definitely will read it like that for you. Okay. And what else we got here for the future? Ace of Cups. All right. Ace of Cups. All right. And let's talk about, okay, recent past, we have the Page of Wands. All right. So Leo, and this is your page, by the way. Okay, look at that synchronicity little page messenger. All right, so in the recent past, you may have got some good news. This is definitely, you might have met somebody. Okay. Somebody good looking. This is like somebody, a lot of messages, phone calls, text with this person. Flirty, fun energy. Okay. Not somebody serious. Okay, this is like somebody just very interested in you, curious. They wanna, you know, put their toe in your pond, like feel the temperature of the water. Is Leo hot? Is Leo lukewarm? Is Leo a little bit chill? I don't know. All right, that sounded a little bit creepy, doesn't it? But anyways, so this recent past energy we have here, this is talking about throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. All right. It's like, getting ideas together, trying to make plans. Um, being, finding something that inspires you. All right. Then in the current energy, we have the Seven of Wands. So if you were resistant to, if you were guarded, I think you lowered your guard down big time. I feel like, if you felt resistance to, moving forward or trying out new things, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think with this page of energy, I think it kind of, you open up your eyes how much more there is out there. So, so I like that energy for you. Putting down your resistance. Because remember, people, if you were resisting anything in your current situation, it will only persist. Resistance causes things to be persistent. Okay, so I like that you're like letting it go. And now the energy has room to flow. And look at how it does flow. So beautiful with the Ace of Cups. The energy starts to overflow for you. This is like, this is the energy of, you feel like energy of blessings coming in for you. A very good time in the near future. It's a very good time for social. New love coming in. All right. So if you met somebody in the past, this can actually be like catching feelings, developing feelings. Being more open, receptive. You let your guard down. You're not resisting stuff anymore. Things start overflowing. So good things are coming in now. It's like your energy is wide open. And your cup is overflowing, or will be. Okay? In the near future. Beautiful. All right, and then what's changing next for my Leos? That was easy. The Emperor. Okay. Why is the Emperor changing in the next? Why is the Emperor? What's about this Emperor? The Knight of Pentacles. Hold on. Okay. So the energy is like, okay, so now we put down our resistance, and it's like, I feel like and what's changing for you is that you're bossing up. All right. Yeah. It's like, you're not starting as a page anymore. You're on the Emperor level. That's a big game changer. Man, that's definitely a big game changer. Something internally started clicking for you. And now you're just like, yeah, where when I used to be resistant and guarded, now I don't run from things. Now I don't block things. I welcome it, because now it's like I'm stepping into my power. I can trust myself that whatever comes my way, I'll deal with it. I'll handle it. I'll be fine. It's all right. It's okay. Knight of Pentacles. This is the energy, like, if you are in a situation and a connection, I feel like, you're ready for this. Okay. You may be attracting in this Emperor energy. Somebody who's experienced in life. Somebody who's stable. This is somebody ready for marriage. Okay, this is somebody who's got their shit together. Somebody who likes, if this is you stepping into the Emperor energy, this is you creating structure, routine, being more disciplined with your energy. Being more disciplined in what kind of energy you're putting out there, what kind of energy you're allowing in. And this works for you because now we go into the Knight of Pentacles, the working horse. This is like, yes, I am moving slowly because you're not trying to run through things. You're gonna cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure you do it well the first time. And then you're taking your time, doing it well, and then we keep moving, right? It's this energy of being reliable, predictable. This is being consistent in what you're doing. Stable, consistent energy. This has follow-through energy, whether you're attracting this kind of person into you or you're stepping into this energy or both. All right? From this energy, the world is literally your oyster. You're no longer throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. You know whatever you throw at the freaking wall will stick if you have structure, routine, and consistency towards it. Remember, hard work and consistency beats talent any day. All right, so the signs we got here is Virgo, Aries, Cancer, Leo, and more Aries. Okay, that's who showed up for you. All right, Leo, bossing up. Going from a page to an emperor, that's a big major shift. So this is like an internal thing that's happening to you. So you just need to then, when you step into this emperor energy, allow your circumstances catch up. Because first, it's always the internal shift and then the external. Okay, because your external is always a reflection of your internal, not the other way around. Your circumstances are your mirror to what beliefs you're buying into about yourself. All right. All right, perfect. All right, Leo, beautiful. Thank you for that. Maturing energy there. All right, definitely a lot of growth. All right, let's go to my Virgos. All right, let's see. What time are we on? Okay. 47, 55. Okay. All right, hello, Virgos. Good evening. All right, let's see what we got for you. All right, where's my iced tea at? Let's see. Oh, damn. I just ordered food tonight from Carrabba's, and they didn't give me my gallon knife iced tea with it. So aggravated. Ugh. You can come and pick it up. I already ate my dinner. Thank you. That's not gonna help me now. It was like I had cotton mouth, couldn't even swallow. I was choking on my food. No, I'm just playing. But, you know what I mean. All right. All right, Virgo, let's see what you got going on. All right. Do we need to shuffle this a little bit more? Okay, I think we do. Let's mix it up better. Okay. All right, Virgo, your past. Your recent past. 7 of Cups. Yes. present. His swords almost came up. We did it. Knight of Swords. Okay, so instead of the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords came out. What's the difference between those two? Well, the Knight of Swords is more impulsive energy. The Queen is more managing, more thoughtful in her communication and actions. All right. All right, and what's their recent future? Oh, speaking of the little devil, here's the Queen of Swords. Okay. So it looks like you are maturing a little bit, where you're doing things just impulsively. Now you're putting more thought to it, more wisdom to it. All right. Very cool. All right. So your recent past is in the Seven of Cups energy. It talks about having a lot of options, a lot of choices. You know, looking at all your options, all your choices, you know. So in the past, singles, looks like, you know, you had some options in dating, you know, or couples. You were looking at the possibilities of where this connection can go with the person you're with. What's possible for us, you know, where can this possibly go? This is also the energy of like visualizing, you know, daydreaming. This is sometimes like playing the what if game. Like, what if, should I, coulda, would've happened. Okay. Sometimes when we have a lot of options, though, that sounds like a good thing, right? It really does. But sometimes having a lot of options actually can backfire. It can feel overwhelming. You're like, damn, like all this possibility, all this, blah, which one do I do? Like, I don't know. So that can end up having a person procrastinate and do nothing with it. All right. What was I looking for? I don't know. All right. Anyways, so yeah, so that can cause definitely some procrastination energy. And then what else do we want to talk about it? This can also be idealizing something, you know, like being the fantastical thinking. This is not really being practical with things that are happening. Like maybe in a relationship, you're visioning the idealistic version. Like you're having your rose-colored glasses on and it's like, oh, this can be so magical if they would blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, it's just like, yeah, having your head in the clouds. Okay. So then we go into the present energy with the Knight of Swords. So now we're like in our thoughts and our daydreams, thinking, visualizing, that whole thing. To now Knight of Swords. This is taking fast action. All right. This is now stepping into this, putting your Nike shoes on and let's do it. All right. Let's go for it. All right. Now, remember, not all options, not everything, not all glitter is gold. So, like, this is just recklessly going for something impulsively. It's like, okay, I'm just going to go for this. I'm just doing this. And sometimes that can backfire. So, the Knight of Swords has this double-edged sword because sometimes if you do something impulsively and you haven't thought it out, it can backfire. So just like I said, not all these options, not all glitter is gold. You will find that out in this current energy with the Nine of Swords. So then you step into the near future energy with this Queen of Swords energy. This Queen of Swords is somebody very intelligent, very witty, has a lot of common sense. This is somebody who is very fair-minded, very welcoming, very good in communication. All right? She likes to ask the questions, and she likes to go for the truth. She's digging for the truth, right? The truth of a situation, the truth of a matter. You know, the Queen of Swords is like she's in her love life. This is the energy that you're stepping into, Virgo, is that You know, you don't want people half efforting with you. You don't want people playing mind games, playing silly games. If you're going to come towards me correctly, or don't even fucking bother. Because I just not going to deal with immature attitude. Grow up a little bit, then come back. All right? Because the Queen of Swords has a past of living a lot of life of adversity. So she has learned that if you want to be with me, you earn access to me. You earn my trust. I just don't throw it at anybody. All right? And it's not about being a bitch. It's about being discerning. Okay. Love that. So what is changing for my Virgos? What's the big next change happening? You got, what Cancer got? The Hierophant. All right. So a lot of you, I feel like, are walking towards some kind of spiritual enlightenment. All right. This is definitely a good time to tap into your spirituality. If this is like, if you're new to it or to religion, if you're religious in any way, use that. Okay. To help you guide you. All right. You know, sometimes, you know, being knowledgeable, having experience, those are all good things. But the Hierophant, I feel like some of you, since you're in the Queen of Swords energy in the near future, I feel like she's seeking the truth. So some of you will have some kind of epiphany, a light bulb moment go off, where you get some insight to something about yourself or about life in general. And it's like, this insight is like where, oh, now I get it. Like something starts clicking for you. It's a very profound energy. You know, so this is also like, you know, a good time to like lean into your spirituality even more. To make it, you know, to mock up the energy. To make it more, feel like more purposeful, more meaning. Now, if you're not the type to go spiritual or religious, that's fine. Then this is the energy that's saying right now, and that what's changing for you is your inner moral code is changing. All right. So I feel like, or you're now starting to listen to it more. And it's like, I'm not going to tolerate or deal with people that just aren't showing up the right way. Half effort, inconsistent, not really showing like they want to be there. It's like, I'm not going to where I'm being tolerated. I'm going towards people that are welcoming me. Big freaking difference. Even Jesus in the Bible wasn't accepted everywhere, you know, and a lot of places they didn't tolerate him. But, you know, so you got to have this discerning energy. Where am I tolerated? Where am I just being tolerated? And where I'm being welcomed. Because where I'm being welcomed, that feels good to me. That feels better. That makes sense. So I'm gonna listen to my more inner code and not fight against it anymore. And that's gonna be a big game changer. Okay, I see you maturing in that energy. All right, very cool. We have Taurus, all Aries here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Scorpio. All right, Virgo, that was your reading. Thank you. All right, very cool. Getting an insight, a light bulb moment. When those happen, those are so cool. It's like, it's almost like you have this energy of being enlightened. I see the way now. Well, I understand what all this is for. You know? All right. Oh, no. Really? That's it? Hold on. That's not cool. All right. All right, let's start Libra now. All right, hello, Libra. I lost my straw to my cup. Where could it gone? That's weird. All right. Libra. Libra. All right, Libra. Let's see what's going on with your energy. All right, Libra. Justice. Lady Justice. Rules, laws, regulations. Putting order to things. Being fair. Being balanced. All right. Let's see what's going on for my Libras. All right, Libra. All right, what is Libra's recent past, please? That just came out. Let's see if it'll come out again. Hold on. I don't know if that was meant to come out. We just had a Knight of Swords. All right, let's see if it'll come out again. All right, recent past for Libra. What do you got? Six of Cups. All right, there we go. All right, present energy. No, can't do it. Too many. Queen of Wands. Okay. And then future, you gave me 2 cards. All right, Libra, we'll take it. You little you. Giving me 2. All right, that's fine. All right, let's do it. All right, Libra, the recent past is... I cannot do that. All right. All right. Is this 6 of Cups energy? All right. So there could have been... Whoa. What happened here? All right. So there could have been you having... All right. Someone from your past could have been playing an important part in your recent past. Okay. Whether this is a friend, somebody that you were romantic with at one point, or... this is you maybe just in a recent past. You could have just been in this energy of feeling nostalgic, reminiscing, thinking about the past, maybe your childhood, or when you were younger. You know, maybe a lot of you guys reflecting back to your childhood energy. Okay? And some of you, maybe it wasn't that way long ago energy. Maybe it was just like maybe 5 years ago. Talking back what it was like 5 years ago. Or a few years ago. But nonetheless, we have this energy of feeling nostalgic, sentimental. Okay? And then we go to the current energy. We have the Queen of Wands. And this is the energy where you're like, you know, in this energy of being confident, stepping into your energy, stepping into your power. The Queen of Wands, whether you're male or female, the Queen doesn't chase. She attracts in. Okay? She's just is. And she just attracts in people, things. Things just come to her because of her energy. Now, there could have been somebody that's sexy, confident, or you're very attracted to them coming around in this current energy right now, or will be. Okay, so the focus would probably be on them, or you're just stepping into this energy. Like maybe some of you just are starting to feel confident and maybe changing some few things about yourself to make yourself even feel more better or more sexy, if you will. Okay, I'm getting into your groove. You know, it's like Stella got her groove back. It's like, yeah, I remember 5 years ago when I used to be like this, or when I used to wear this, or like did this. Some of you guys missed something from your past and trying to capture this, whether this is a person or just the energy. Okay. And then, so then in your recent future, we're stepping into the Four of Pentacles with the Fool. All right, some of you, okay, there's some kind of trepidation here of taking the leap into this energy. Okay, there's like a new chapter, some new beginning of some kind. This can even be like even about travels. Like some of you may be like reluctant to travel. Or some of you could be saving up money for vacation or for future travels. Okay. It's like, yeah, I'm like somebody's like holding the box of money, like, yeah, I can't spend this money right now because I'm about to take a leap. Like, it's something that you've been waiting to do. You're trying to build up the energy for, whether it's like building up enough savings or enough resources, or just where you feel more stable in your energy. You know, because the Four of Pentacles is something that's just like, they're not lacking. They're just a little bit paranoid, okay? It's like collecting resources, hoarding, holding on to, trying to control how much money goes out, how much of this I do, how much of this I don't. You know, trying to remain in control of something. But then you're like trying to remain all this control, and then it's like a rubber band. The more you keep pulling it back, and then you snap it, and then it just goes forward. And that's what I feel is happening. It's like with those Four of Pentacles, you're pulling back this energy, pulling it back, and you're just getting ready to like catapult yourself forward into this new energy, into this new beginning. All right. So what's changing for Libra next? All right, since you're catapulting into this, taking the leap of faith into something new. All right, how exciting. Let's see where this is taking you. Some of you got a little doggy there. Okay, or a big doggy and your friend. Six of Wands energy. Okay, so whether this is like taking a leap of faith in something around your work, this is definitely got the green light for this, because I feel whatever you're like protecting, being very guarded about, protecting, very, you know, important to you, trying to control, trying to keep it stable. It's like this energy, when you release it to the world, or when you give it your all, you got the Six of Wands. Something about what you do in your work career, you get this recognition. Some of you guys could be getting to step into the limelight. Some of you will get an award, some kind of recognition, a public a trophy, award, a ribbon, I don't know. Something you do, get some public recognition or applause. Yay, Libra. And, you know, singles is like, excuse me, as you've been, you know, being very protective of your energy, very guarded and hoarding in your energy. It's like now, as you're pulling back the rubber band, it's like now you go out there, and now you're ready. Like with the full energy singles, you know, you give this a new chance in a different way, different energy. Six of Wands, it looks like this is the time when you're going to be seen. This is going to be a good time for my singles. Even the same thing for my couples. It's like this is when you're going to feel like we're riding high. So right now you're reserving your energy. You're saving it up for something big, collecting your resources for something big. And then you're just going to give it your all. And it ends up in a Six of Wands. And it ends up in some kind of win. Or riding high together. You're feeling seen. You're feeling heard. You're the cream of the crop. People see you. People want to know, who is Libra? Damn. That's Libra. Oh, okay. I gotta talk to Libra. I'm gonna get some of that. Very good energy. Very positive energy. All right, this is just the energy improving, because you're starting to trust the energy. You're not focused on what bad stuff may happen. You know, the Fool looks upward. It doesn't look downward when it's at the edge of the cliff. It doesn't look downward into the abyss. It's looking upward as it takes the leap. And that's a very important gesture, to be looking upward, because it's a sign of positivity, that you're being optimistic as you're leaping forward. Not careless, not reckless, more hopeful, more positive. Okay? And this could be, it's just spontaneously you take this leap. This is not something I'm saying you're planning. You may have been hoarding your energy, like not really putting yourself out there right now. And that's fine. Because in the future, I see you will. You'll get in this moment where, all right, here I do it. Here I go. I'm ready. And then you get your win. You get some kind of good win here. Okay? Beautiful. And we have your Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn, All Fire, and Scorpio. Beautiful. For my Libras. My lovely Libras. Okay. All right, let's go to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, hello. All right, if you're enjoying the reading, hit that like for me. Subscribe. Comment. Say hi. Hey, Pipeline Dreams, how you doing? Yes, definitely. Time for some universal understanding, for sure. Okay. Who's this? Do we have any Scorpios in the house? All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, coming. All right, perfect. All right, Scorpio. Where are we going with it? All right, past, present, and future. All right, thank you. All right, back. All right. All right, I'm sorry I had a knock on my front door. I had to see who was there. All right. All right, let's do this. Who this? All right, Scorpio, what do we got for you? Your past. And what is the big next change for Scorpio? Listen, I got my Venus in Scorpio. So let's hope this is a good one. All right. Scorpio. Oh, all right. Scorpio are a very fixated sign. Like when they got their focus on something, they're like all in or all out. No halfway measures. Unless they're in their shadow. When they fall somebody for somebody, it's like they do it with their body, heart, and soul. It's very deep stuff. All right. And even with work, that works well too with work. So if you're very focused on something, it's like, you know, your energy doesn't get scattered. And then you can go really intensely into something. And that's really good for like manifesting. Oh yeah, the more you think about something, one thing, bam. All right. Scorpio, what's going on in your recent past? Yeah. Oop, oh, 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 oh. All right, let's do it. We have the Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, the Page of Cups. Okay, interesting. So this is like a, not a revelation, a transformation, of course. But, so it goes from the mental to the emotional. Interesting. All right, so it's like where, you know, we use communication as a defense mechanism, you know, communication, you know, to like see what, you know, ask our questions to see what's going on with people. Communication is a good tactic to figure out people's motivations, intentions with you, right? Even if you're not probing, just having a light conversation with somebody can tell so much about them, especially which way they're leaning with you. Reading body language, what are they saying? What aren't they saying? How did they say that towards you? Right? So communication, you can is very good to it's a very good tool to figure things out, especially things about people. All right. So then we go into the Page of Swords, current energy. So this is like, first, it's like, all right, just like, so in the recent past, the Nine of Swords energy, this is very impulsive energy. This is like, you know, if something comes to mind, we do it. You know, so this is like taking action energy, right? Taking very fast action. If something comes to mind, immediately just do it without even much thought or plan, right? Then we go into the current energy, Page of Swords. So you go from the Knight, you're regressing to a Page. So now it's like, you know what? Instead of jumping into something right away or taking action on it, I first want to play. It's like before I eat my food, it's like I want to play with it. All right, so this is the kind of the analogy I can give you here. So with the Page of Swords energy, with this current energy, it's like you kind of act a little bit juvenile, a little bit immature, but you're doing this on deliberate. It's whether it's with a person or a situation, work, whatever, what have you, or in general. It's like you start, you know, pushing buttons, people's buttons, or you know, like testing limits, like, or maybe testing limits with yourself, pushing your own buttons. You know, how much can I endure? How you know, how long can I work for until I become unproductive? It works against me. It can be testing limits or pushing buttons in a business. You know, what works here? How far can we go with this concept before we have to pull it back? So it's just energy of experimenting, whether it's with dating or in a connection or in work, just in general, or even with yourself, right? So this is like more mental energy, okay? It's like you're being curious, you're investigating, you're researching, you're doing experiments. Okay, it's a mental thing for you trying to figure something out. So, like, if you're dealing with somebody, you're talking to them with this Page of Swords energy. This Page of Swords is very visual, likes to pay attention to the person's body language when you're talking to them. You know, where are their toes pointed? Are their arms crossed when they're talking to you? If it is, you know, that's a sign that they're usually guarded against you, or they're not really open to you, right? Are they looking at you when they're talking? Are they being honest? Do their eyes keep shifting to the left every time they're telling you something? You know, just look for subtleties. What's their body language? What are they saying? What aren't they saying? So in a relationship, the Page of Swords is kind of guarded. This is my one page that is the one that's guarded. And the reason this energy is guarded is because they first want to find out what a person's intentions are with them. It's like it's like they want to first feel trust. The person has to earn their trust before they give access. So I think this is a very strategic maneuvering. You know, I just don't open up to anybody. I just don't allow anybody in. I gotta really know what you're up to. What's your motivation with me? What's your intention? All right, very cool. Okay. So it's just like this mental probing energy, asking questions, looking for the signs, signals. And then in your near future, my Scorpio, it's like we get less out of this mental energy and more into the emotion energy. So this is when I know your guard has definitely lessened down. Okay. Now you're opening up your heart. Not all the way, not fully, but now it's open. Okay. Now it's like, yeah, it's like this Page of Cups energy. So it's like you're offering your little cup. Not your big cup, your little cup. It's still an offer. It's still telling other people, I'm open, I'm receptive, and I am giving at this time. So that's actually a beautiful thing. You know, you went from where let's just communicate. Let's just keep this communication, because that's actually a defense style. You know, but when you start going into the heart, it just shows where you don't need to always fill the silence with words. You could just sit comfortably and know it's going to be okay. You don't have to ask, you know, you don't always have to say something or ask something because, oh my God, what if they're playing me? What if they're doing this? It's like you could just trust this energy because now you're emotionally open. So I feel like you trust something more. You trust yourself more. That it's not really other people you got to give the trust to, but it's more really about yourself, trusting yourself. It doesn't matter how people come. You're gonna be okay regardless if they have a hidden intention. You're gonna find out. You're gonna spot it. You know, you don't have to like barricade yourself in a fortress. Yeah, okay. I can talk to anybody. They can come towards me. That's fine. I'll figure them out in a couple of seconds because you have that skills which you acquired from the Page of Swords. You learn how to test and push. You know, so you learn how to quickly figure people out, right? You know how to check them. So now you're stepping in this Page of Cups, so you trust yourself that if somebody's not up to no good with me, I'll figure it out. I'll know it. So now it's like, all right, I'm open emotionally. Now I'm ready to offer a little piece of my heart. And that's a big deal. Because Scorpio, you know, you were just running on a momentum. You know, there was no emotions to this energy. It was just mental. All right, I want to do it. Okay. And then it's like, all right, well, let's experiment. Let's find out. How do I see if somebody's with their motivations? So you learn how to test and push buttons is what you're doing in the current energy. And now in the future, you're stepping in and with Page, curious, and just testing the waters, but now you're open to it. Open to receiving and open to giving. All right, very beautiful. And this is Scorpio's little page. Okay, very cute. Now, some of you Scorpios in their near future might have an invitation. A big invitation coming. All right. Now, some of you, I'm going to even take it a little step further. So in the current situation with the Page of Swords, so some of you guys could be having arguments with your person. You know, do you even really want me? I don't think you even want me. Are you ever going to marry me? Are we ever going to do this or have this, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like in the near future, there could be proposals coming Scorpio's way. All right, what's the next big change here for Scorpio? Oh, by the way, in the current energy with the Page of Swords, there is delayed news. So if you're waiting on a new job, if you applied an application for somewhere, all right, there's delays around this news. And then in your near future, good news comes in. This is the kind of good news that makes you emotional, feel excited, happy, pleased about it. All right. So finally, in the near future, get some really good news about things. All right, and there could be somebody crushing on you. So you could be meeting somebody new too. All right. You could be meeting somebody in this energy. They could be a little bit shy, a little bit soft spoken. This person could be very stylish too, even good looking. Because the Page of Cups tends to be like a model or somebody in the fashion industry in some way, shape, or form. Now, this could be somebody that likes poetry, somebody maybe something about music, lyrics, something about communication, words, how they express it. Okay. Whether this is you stepping into this energy or meeting somebody like this. So there is definitely somebody coming your way in the near future. Now, in the current energy, there is also a new person coming in. So you have people coming in then their energies. Well, let's talk about if they were people. Nine of Swords. So in your recent past, you had somebody come in very fast. And I feel like things could have taken off fast, but it kind of crashed. Or maybe it's still ongoing. I don't know. But it was just kind of impulsive. Not really much forethought. Not really much planning to this energy. Not really taking the time to enjoy the moment and savor it. It's like, let's just boom. Maybe for some of you, someone came in the recent past and the communication took off so well that, the connection just swiftly went, right? No fuss, no mess. Just good. Let's go. Okay, cool. Then in your current energy, whatever if this is the same person or this is somebody new, Page of Swords, this is like one now. We're like communicating, but this is like pushing button, testing limits. Now, this is like where a lot of arguments, because the Page of Swords is like this little cheeky little monkey energy. It's like everything can turn into an argument. Everything can turn into a fight because it's very defensive energy. So some of you guys could have felt very sensitive and somebody said something the wrong way, your person said something to you the wrong way. You're like, well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? Like, what are you trying to say? I only said I like key lime pie. I don't know why you're getting defensive, Scorpio. Oh, okay. I just thought you said something else with that. All right. Something like that kind of thing going on. And then, so now your heart starts to open up. You start warming up to the energy. Okay. Whether this is a new person or the same person. All right. So this is like things are starting to like invitations, proposals, invitations to parties, to social gatherings, to dinner, to drinks. All right, that's in your near future. All right, what's changing for my Scorpio? Scorpio got a little bit extended there, but I think it was well deserved. Okay. What's changing for you? What's next? What next big change for you? Oop. Oh, it's going to come out. The Eight of Swords. Why the Eight of Swords? So now you boxed yourself in. What is going on here? Okay. So you now just allowed yourself to open up, and now we're shutting it down. This is like stepping into the energy of insecurity, second guessing, feeling cornered, feeling pressured. This is feeling hopeless, helpless, feeling limited, feeling restricted. Let me clarify this before I speak more on that. Why is the Eight of Swords here for the next big change for Scorpio? Oh, wow. Okay. So, Scorpio. So, a connection, something about a connection. This can be a business partnership that you feel helpless in, like you feel limited and restricted to do something about this business partnership, or you feel like you only can do so much here. Like you feel like somehow your hands are tied. Whether this is a business partnership, a friendship, some kind of connection. Two of Cups can talk about a contract, some kind of agreement, okay, that you feel like you don't have much say in it or much power in doing anything about it, okay? Or this could be a love situation. Okay, Two of Cups is a very strong connection. Eight of Swords. Now, this can tell me two things. For Eight of Swords to come in, either your person is in prison, because why would, let's say it's your person that's in the Eight of Swords, Two of Cups, that this person is not really able to give much to the connection, okay? Somehow they're restricted or limited in what they can give you. So either because they're in prison or they're tied down elsewhere. But I'm going to have to call somebody out here on bullshit, because the Eight of Swords is not that it's, you know, that this person's really limited or restricted if this is who you're dealing with. Like, oh, Scorpio, I really can't give you what you need. You know, my husband or my wife won't let me. My 10 kids, you know, they need more of my time than you do, honey. Or something like that. Or, you know, the prison guard doesn't allow me to really get physical here. I don't know. So it's not that the reality is limiting them or restricting them. It's their thinking, really. It's kind of this energy, learned helplessness. It's like it's playing the victim energy, really. It's their thinking that's screwy. It's not that reality is really like that. So maybe some of you feel like you don't have a voice in a connection. You know, it doesn't matter what I say or do. It's just going to be like this. You know, I'm here to call you out on that. That's BS. And don't let your negative beliefs trick you into thinking that that is so for you. Remember, every belief you have is just an opinion. You always have the option to buy into it or not. So if you have a negative emotion around something, that's your indicator that is not aligned with your inner truth. Your emotions are your indicator, your inner GPS. So something here in your energy, and this is going to be your thing to get yourself unhinged, to free yourself out of this mental cage you're putting yourself in, whether this is around dating, around a connection, around your work, around friendships or family. Stop playing the victim. Stop saying that you're limited or restricted. That is not true. That is false. Okay? So when you become aware that that's just an opinion you're having that you're entertaining as a fact, now you can change it up. You're not really limited. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop letting those fears and those anxieties set the tone. Okay, we have Cancer. We have Gemini. We have Libra. Gemini again. And then Cancer. Okay, Scorpio, that was your reading. That was quite powerful, right? I mean, we all do that to ourselves. We all put ourselves sometimes in the cage. Some people put themselves longer in these cages than needs to be. These mental cages, mental prisons, right? It's like, I'm good at it. I'm good at doing that. But it's just like catching yourself when you do it. That's the trick. Okay. All right, let's now go to Saggy. Oh, by the way, boredom. I have something to tell you about this Hanzella 1209. Some interesting things that came to the surface. That's very ballsy to come back. All right. I'm not going to speak about it, only to the end. All right, Sagittarius, the Archer. The Centaurs of the Zodiac. The Eternal Optimist. The Truth Seekers. The Wanderlust of the Zodiac. All right. Sagittarius, my fire sign compadre. All right. Let's see what's going on for Saggy. Sagittarius. Stop hijacking the chat. I said I'll speak at the end. All right, Saggy. Let's see what Sagittarius got going on. We're a very important sign. Sagittarius. To not interrupt Sagittarius' turn. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got going on for the Saggers, the Saggies, the Centaurs. All right. All right, half human, half donkey. Let's see what we got going on. And I say that with much love, of course. Very much respect to Sagittarius. All right. Since I am a Sagittarius. All right, here we go. All right, Saggy. All right. We have in the recent past, Page of Swords. Wow, the Six of Wands in your present energy. Winning, winning. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And Six of Pentacles. Cha-ching, bada bing. All right, beautiful. All right, wow. All right, very excited about this energy. All right, so let's talk about your recent past, Sagittarius. Many of you were in this Page of Swords energy, okay, where you were like, whether this is in your career or in your love life, many of you were like, you know, pushing buttons, testing limits, see how far you can take this or do this, you know, how far this idea went, how far, you know, blah, blah, blah. But in the recent past, I do feel like you were a lot guarded, especially around, you know, dating or around a connection. Okay, this is very defensive energy. Okay, some of you may have even realized that in your recent past that you weren't getting the instant results or instant gratification, or there was some delays. The Page of Swords talks about delays around news, delays around messages, delays around results. Okay, and so a lot of you guys were like, "What the f?" You know, I'm working hard, and still to no avail, nothing. Not a peep, not a poop, not a whoop. Then, now you're stepping into your present energy with the Six of Wands. It's like, yes, winning energy, things start improving for you. Sagittarius, I feel like you're being seen, all right? It's like you're stepping into this limelight energy. Some of you could even be stepping into fame. My single is you are definitely looking very yummy. Everybody's got their eyes on you. Everybody's like, what is Sagittarius offering? Look at that. Checking you out. Couples. Now, if things in the past with the couples, recent arguments, getting on each other's nerve, you know, it's like anytime you said something to your person, Sagittarius, they were always, you know, coming back with some kind of defensive, like, it was an argument. I just asked if you were hungry. Like, settle down. No reason to bite my head off, man. Chill out. Or maybe you were the defensive one, or maybe both of you were in this defensive energy. But moving into this current energy, I feel like the guards come down, and it isn't like now both of you feel like each other. I hear you, and I hear you. I see you. I see you too. You know what I'm saying? So now you guys both see each other, hear each other. You guys are validating each other. So it's like this couple's energy riding high in the current energy. All right, very cool. Some of you may be getting a trophy, some kind of award, some kind of public recognition. This is going to feel good. Singles, like I said, I think you're not going to have problems in the dating life. When does Sagittarius ever have problems in dating life? But okay, anywho. Then we go into the near future. Six of Pentacles. So this is like the energy, you know, some of you could have like 2 income streams coming in, flowing in. It's like you're going to feel supported. Some of you are actually leveling up in status or in financially, economically. Your economic status is leveling up. So you're no longer at this level. Now you're on the higher level. So some of you may be in this position where now you can be very supportive to others financially or with advice or what have you. Some of you guys are gone to that point of like now excelled in something or became now authority in something, and now people are coming to you for advice or support in some way. All right. Now, if there's a Sagittarius that needs support in any way, I do feel it's out there for you. Okay. If the first person you ask doesn't give it, just keep going. Somebody will, because I do see support being in your energy. If you're going for a loan, I do feel like this is a good time to get it. If you are eligible, then this is a good time for you. All right. 6 of Pentacles. Some of you may be singles, having 2 people that you be dealing with. And couples, I feel like this is this energy goes from like now we see each other to hear each other, where in the near future, it's like now it's very reciprocal, equal give and take. All right, it's no more one person has more leverage. It's no more like we're defensive with each other. It's now we are supporting each other to be, our better selves. Like I feel like now I'm being supported to be, to follow my dreams, and I support them to follow their dreams. It's like very reciprocal energy, equal give and take is where this is going. And some of you, Sagittarius, and your near future, got twice the money coming in. All right, very soon. Beautiful. All right, cha-ching, bada bing. All right, love that for you. All right, let's find out what is the big next change for Sagittarius. All right, what can Sagittarius expect? What's changing next? It's not necessarily a big change, but it's going to be important. So let's find out. What is this next change that you need to know about? Ooh, that was quick. Let's see what it does. The Strength card. Okay, so you know what this is telling me is that some of you are okay, so this energy is like some of you guys that got this more energy, like the Strength talks about like just be mindful of, I feel like some of you are being more resilient or you're bouncing back quicker. So some of you have been healing a lot. So when you heal, it doesn't mean that you no longer experience those, that you're no longer going to experience any of those negative, repeated situations. It's just like when that thing happens again, you're not going to sit as long as you used to sit in it, okay? It's going to transform quickly out of your energy, okay? Because now you are more, your inner strength has become not tougher, but more confident. It's become more resilient. It bounces back quickly. It just doesn't need to sit in that too long. Okay. So that's good news. And I just definitely feel like this energy is like let me clarify this for you. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, minchia facciamarone. Wow. The Strength card in the 10 of Pentacles. As you become internally stronger, your circumstances matches that. And listen, this is needed. You know, like, you know that, if you ever watched the Jeffersons back in the 70s, or the repeats in the 90s, okay? You know, the song is like, we're moving on up to the sky. I finally got a piece of the pie. Right? So it's like as you're getting stronger, you're also climbing the career ladder here. You're also climbing something. Some of you about to get that windfall or a big, big, big increase in status in some way. You're on your way. Now, some of you are now internally stronger, so now you're ready for a serious commitment coming in your near future. Now, this isn't somebody you got to carry. This is somebody that nobody has to carry. So you guys, I see like a very, very promising, very abundant future. Near future. Things are definitely leveling up here. Going up, increase in status. Things are changing. You're no longer on the same playing field you were. All right. All right. Kudos to Sagittarius. We have Virgo. We have Leo. Taurus. Leo again. And Libra. All right. Beautiful. All right. And that was your reading, Sagittarius. All right. Awesome. Let's go to Capri's. Capricorn. All right. Let's see. What time are we at? All right. 107:09. All right. Let's do Capricorn. All right. Let's go now with Capri's. All right. I put you on timeout. You don't know when to stop. Got a freaking nerve coming back. I got a storyboard about this person. Oh my god. All right. All right, this is gonna be a very interesting story. All right, I'll tell it at the end though. I'm not wasting my time during the reading anymore on this person. All right, Capricorn. What do we got for my Capris? Capricorns are the architects of the zodiac. They're the builders. All right. Hi. Hey. Hey, baby. Oh, hey, honey bunny. You're so cute. Mommy loves you. Oh, your ears are so fluffy. A cute little boy. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. How was your little nap? Huh? What can mommy do for you? You want to go for a walk later? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. All right. I love you. Oh, I do. Yeah. All right, sweetie. All right, Capricorn. I gotta finish this up, Felix, and then we can, right, baby? Ooh, what a big yawn you had there. What big nose you got, Grandma. What sharp teeth you got, Grandma. Mm-hmm. You wanna say hi? Here. What deep eyes you got, Grandma. Are you the big bad wolf? Woof, woof. All right, Capricorn, we have the Hangman in your recent past. Then we have the King of Swords. Ooh, there's a King of Swords in your current energy. And then, ooh, followed by the Ten of Wands in your near future. All right, let's talk. Come here. Oh, let mommy hold you. You're so sweet. Oh, hold on. Let me put this over. I'm going to give you a big kiss. I'm going to hold you. I'm going to squeeze you. I'm going to crush you. Yes, I am. I'm going to crush you like a little bug. Alright. Okay. All right. So we have here in your recent past, we have the Hangman. All right, Capricorn. So this energy could have been like, you know, you waiting on somebody. You got somebody on the brain 24/7, waiting on. Are they going to reach out? Are they going to call? Are they going to call back? What's going on with them? Now, this can you being in limbo, okay? Limbo, like you're waiting for something to drop, something to change, something to finally happen, all right? Then we go in this present energy where you're now in the King of Swords energy. Okay, so there could be this male energy around you, or a female, that can come off like emotionally cold. But why is this person always talking to you? Why are they always hanging around, but yet nothing emotionally from them? So you may be always like feeling the need to guess how they feel. You know, it's like, okay, so that's no fun, right? So some of you guys could also be in this King of Swords energy. You could be dealing with it, or you're in this King of Swords energy. And what the King of Swords is about, this is somebody very intellectual. This is somebody who's weighing the facts of a situation. They're taking the emotions out of it, and they're looking at something objectively. All right, what really happened here? Some of you can be like researching, studying, maybe doing self-help books or trying to get advice or insights, maybe doing some psychoanalysis, you know, I'm trying to figure somebody out, figure out this connection, figure out the situation. What can I do here to not be in this limbo or not be in this stuck energy? Okay. Because the King of Swords, this is somebody that is very, very intellectual, has a lot of common sense, and is trying to seek some kind of truth. Just trying to like the objective truth, not subjective like the Queen of Swords. This is objective facts. We're just looking at what the facts are of a situation. Okay. Then in your near future, we have the Ten of Wands. So now this is like you got a lot of things going on. All right. This is like workload is heavy. You got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of obligations. You have a lot weighing on your shoulders. But yet you are still determined to, you know, get this done. I gotta do what I gotta do. So it can just feel overburdened. You can feel overburdened and overwhelmed at times. But you're at the 10, so you're almost at the finish line. You're so close to getting this done. So just hang in there. Now, if you need help, you know, get help. Because the Ten of Wands is somebody doing all the work themselves, and that's why they're feeling this tremendous weight. Now, some of you may also feel like if this is not about work, if this is in a relationship, that you are carrying the relationship all yourself. Okay? If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't really be in a relationship because this person is not really doing anything actively to take the load off of you. You feel like you're like initiating, you're planning, you're, you know, you're moving you're moving the relationship along here on your own while they're just coasting with you. All right, so 10 of Wands. You know, some of you want to drop it. Should I drop it? Should I just drop this? Should I just let it go? But I feel like you are not going to let it go. You're determined to see where this goes. All right, so what's changing next for Capricorn? All right, there's still somebody that's not really giving you much information to go on. All right, they're playing the aloof, emotional aloof game. You know, I just feel like when that happens, either if it's too early in the game, that's one thing, but like you know them for a while now, that's not the reasoning. I just feel like some people could be just how they are. So then the question is not do they have feelings for me, but is that somebody you want to be in a connection with that's always emotionally aloof? I had a father that was like that. Always there, but never connecting emotionally. So yeah, some people are just like that. Okay. Always was into his books. Always read so much. But, you know, whatever. Like, I never knew what he read about, though. Never talked about it, which I thought was weird. All right, anyways, moving on. So, what is changing for Capricorn? The next change is the 5 of Swords. All right. So, what is this? You finally blocking somebody? You finally ghosting somebody? This is some kind of needing something to win. You need a win here. This is like, I cannot let this person get under my skin like that. So it's like some kind of drastic measure. A big fight, I just shut this person out. I block them. I don't even want to entertain this anymore. I don't care. I'm not playing this game. Or this is like initiating some kind of conflict. Or you say something or do something that sabotages the connection entirely. Nobody wins here. This is like, yeah, like you say or do something that pushes things over the top. And I know that could be very tempting because any movement, any emotional, any emotional reaction is worth it, I guess. But I don't know if you're still going to get it. Because in this energy, nobody wins. So I don't think you're going to get it. All right. Let me clarify this 5 of Swords for Capricorn. The Strength card. Yeah, so it's saying right now, as much as you're tempted to go that route, to stir it up, to mock it up because you're getting fed up, frustrated, angry, or pent up, whatever your thing is, right now is, you know, to lead with calmness, to be cool, calm, and collected. Just don't, not to feed it with your negative emotions. Just be a little bit more patient. And if this is not your thing, then knowing that it's not your thing and letting it go, maybe the right thing. Strength card, yeah. This is saying don't add vinegar to a situation. Just add honey. That's your best approach right now. Okay. I know some of you guys, I've been adding honey the whole time. How much more honey? Let's find out how much more honey. How much more honey should Capricorn invest in? Queen of Swords. Yeah. Well, it's time to make a decision, Capricorn. I feel like you know the truth. Again, you just got to know. Now it's time to, is this for you or this isn't for you? It's no longer giving them the power. It's taking back your power. You already know. This is how they are. This is somebody you want to keep dealing with. Not whether they love me or not. That's irrelevant. This is just how some people are. They never speak about it. Never act towards it. All right. So it keeps going until you make a decision. All right. All right. That's your reading, Capricorn. Some of you guys just need to step in your power and use that sword for what you got it for. Just slice and dice. Cut out what is no longer working for you, so you can allow in what will. All right. There we go. All right, Capricorn. Thank you. Let's move on to Aquarius. All right. If you're liking these readings, hit that like button for me. Subscribe and join the tribe. Don't forget, Sunday is Aries to Pisces, deep reflective night, current energy. What's going on? How do they really feel? And where's this truly heading? Yeah. Oh, weird. Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, I cannot wait to tell you this when I found out. All right. All right, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. Do we have any Aquariuses here tonight? Anybody? Any Aquarius? Yay to the name. Mm-hmm. Let's find out. You're not an Aquarius, Hot Katy Perry. Your dad's Aquarius. My dad is Aquarius too. That's funny. All right. Very passive energy. Like he's just like a stone. There, but non-reactive. Like a stone. And I'll be there like a stone. Some audio slave. All right. In your house, I long to be room by room, patiently. And I'll wait for you there like a stone. All right. All right, Aquarius, let's see your recent past. We have the Eight of Cups. And then present energy. The Strength card. Okay. And then the Two of Swords. Okay. So we have the Eight of Cups, Strength, Two of Swords. All right, Aquarius, let's talk. Let's get down to it. Eight of Cups and your recent past. Now, whether you've done this or not, let's see if it comes back to bite you. The Eight of Cups is this energy needing to walk away from people, places, and things that are no longer benefiting you. All right, this is like the energy. I tried to no avail. Nothing changes. Nothing got better. It's like for your own sanity, sometimes walking away is the thing to do. Yes, your emotions might fight you on it. I really like them though. I love them. I can't. But you know, this isn't good for you. Again, whether it's a place, a thing, or a person. Yeah. All right. Then we go into the current energy. This Strength card has been popping up for many, many signs I noticed. The Strength card is about this energy of needing, you know, how you can approach things with honey or with vinegar. It's the energy of not reacting, but responding. Reacting is when you're reacting out of negative emotion. Responding is when you pause and you calm down. You're calm, cool, and collected. And then approach a chaotic situation. Okay. All right, very good. So, okay, so your present energy, the Strength card, So this is like right now the time to be patient. So whether you walked away or somebody walked away from you. So it's like right now you're trying to be strong, okay? Like not return to them, because if the Eight of Cups is in reverse, this is, yeah, I walked away, but coming right back around. You know, even though you know things are shitty, it's like, I don't know, just tolerate it, because I just get used to it, or I'm used to it. You know. So it's like this energy to be strong. If somebody walked away from you, be strong. Don't go chasing them. Don't go running after them. Be strong. Sit in your power. If somebody walked away from you, you'll be fine. Don't go chasing. And if you walked away from somebody, be strong and stay gone. Don't go returning. Don't cave to your emotions. Okay. Then we go to the future with the Two of Swords. So it's like this energy of like weighing one situation. Did I do the right thing? It's like, you know, it's just like you're trying to think things through. Now in the Rider-Waite set, she has a blindfold on. And I think it's time to take the rose-colored glasses off or the blinders on and really see the situation for what it is. Not for what you would like it to be, but what is it, all right? Even though, like, there's this energy that you're at a crossroads. It's needing to make that decision finally. You need to look at all the truth so you can make the right decision. This is like needing to look at things clearly, honestly. All right, and then what happens? Let me clarify this. The Two of Swords. All right, for Aquarius. The Hermit. So, Aquarius, your answers are, it's in nowhere out there. It's not in a self-help book. It's not in a guru. It's not in your third grade teacher. It's not in your neighborhood pastor. It's within you. The truth lies within you. The answers lie within you. So it's time to pull back your energy, whether you're the person walking away from a person, place, or thing, or something or someone left you. Okay? And this is just sitting with this energy and letting it just be okay. And if right now, you know, you don't even need to make an action step right now. Just sitting with this energy, not reacting to it, not go chasing it, not going back to it. Just sit. Just sit in this for long enough that something can finally come about. All right? So I don't want you forcing it. I don't want you to control it. I just want you to sit in it. And be careful how you're defining the situation. Remember, life is meaningless. That's one thing that's good about life. You're the one putting meaning to things. So if you don't like the meaning, then change them. This doesn't have to be a bad time for you. This can be a quite significant time for you, if you allow it to be. All right? Some of you may need to get back to Mother Nature. Do some grounding. You know, get some fire going. Some meditation, just getting back out to the nature earth, grounding your energy. Seriously, grounding your energy, going barefoot, running around in the grass, walking around on the ground. So the more you're grounded, the higher your frequency can go. Because if you don't ground yourself, then you're like this balloon that just goes and just aimlessly drifts. But if you're grounded, then when you're grounded, your frequency rises. You don't rise with the energy and then become scattered. All right, if that makes sense. You always want a strong connection to the ground. All right, all right, what's the next big change for Aquarius here? What's the next change? The Chariot. Look at you. Look at you and your Chariot. So this is like, now that you're calmly accept things and you chilled, you didn't react, you didn't need to change things, this is when things start changing for you very fast. All right? This is when things start moving for you. And this is when now things start lining up. Now, whatever you're wanting, now the path to it is easier, faster to get to it. And this Chariot leads you to your win, to your success, to a victory of some kind. All right? Just remember not to need it to be any specific outcome. And just sit with the energy, not needing to go either way. You're just cool with what it is now. That's when it changes quickly. And that's when things open up for you and you could just go. And trust that your excitement, choosing the most exciting thing in every minute of the day, will get you there. All right? Voila. Look at that. A victory, a fast victory coming in for Aquarius. So the Chariot is overcoming obstacles, taking back your control, taking back your power. Now you're behind the wheel. Now you're in control of your situation. I like that. We have Cancer, Virgo in the majors, Leo in the majors. Then we have Pisces and Libra in the minors. Okay. And those were your signs. All right, Aquarius. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. All right, Pisces. All right, what time are we at, Pisces? Pisces. All right, if this readings are resonating you in any way, shape, or form, own it, claim it. Hit that like, subscribe. Please, that would definitely help me. I need that love and support. All right, so we're at, what is that? 132? Okay. All right. All right, we're almost done. We sure are. We got Aries to go and collective. All right, Pisces, let's do this. All right. I'm getting my second win now. Look at that. All right. Pisces. All right, Pisces are the dreamers. No, they're not the dreamers. Yeah, actually, they are the dreamers. But they're also the artiste of the zodiac, and they're the psychics of the zodiac, the empaths, the intuitives. Okay. Yeah, Pisces are very artistic. Okay. The visionaries. Yeah. They can vision stuff and then draw it or talk about it. Or sing about it, whatever their artist form is. Okay. Pisces, let's do this. All right. Recent past. Wait a minute. More shuffling. Okay. Let's give it a little whirl. All right. And voila. All right, we have the Death in reverse for the recent past. Okay. I will take it. Reversals. Absolutely. We have the Three of Swords in the present. Ooh. Something is upsetting you in the current energy. And then the Devil in reverse. Ooh, I like the Devil in reverse. So you the one who took the Devil in reverse. I always have a trick card in the deck, and Pisces took it. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's talk about your past. Recent past, we have the Death in reverse. This is avoiding some kind of ending. All right? This is like you are trying to risk something changing. All right? Like you just don't want something to change, something to end. You want to just keep it as is. But, you know, Life moves in cycles. Everything too shall pass sooner or later. But you know, it's like this energy. It's time to let go of something that doesn't belong in this energy anymore. Whatever you've been holding on to, okay, some kind of pattern, way of thinking, some kind of behavior that's just outdated at this time, or a person, place, or a thing. You were just avoiding some kind of ending, resisting to let it go, resisting things to change. You weren't ready to release it. And now in the present energy, 3 of Swords. So this can talk about a breakup. This can talk about whether this is a friendship, a situationship. Some of you may have been, 3 of Swords can talk about getting fired, getting demoted in your workplace. This is something very disappointing happening. This is like a big debt comes in, feeling overwhelming. Maybe you need surgery. Maybe you're having heart issues at this time. Or you know somebody like that and that's concerning you. This could be a third party situation. Heartbreak, discord. Okay. There's some kind of strong discord with somebody here. Then we go to your near future, the Devil in reverse. Okay. So it's like, let's stop these obsessive thoughts about this. Okay, let's stop like sulking in this negative energy. Letting things end. Because with the 3 of Swords, you know, it's just like things ended. But, you know, it's like things still came out to be disappointing. Things still came out to bite you in the booty, right? But in the near future, you know, I don't see you like, so if this was a addiction, a pattern that you kept doing that, you know, you should stop. I feel like you're taking back your power. And you're releasing. You're releasing the things, people, places, and things that need to go. Patterns, behaviors, people. Toxic this, toxic that. You're finally coming to terms. Instead of viewing it personally or sulking in this negative, toxic energy, I feel like you're finally had enough. And you're cutting off any attachments to people, places, and things that are not benefiting you and gaining back your power. I like that for you, Pisces. All right, so let's find out what's the next change for you? But if you're in your shadow, okay, if you're still resisting, if you're still trying to control things, then you're going to stay in your addiction. You're going to stay in this toxic lifestyle, toxic relationship, codependency at its finest. Some of you are getting sucked under with your addictions. Because I feel like some of you, it wasn't what somebody did to you. I feel some of you are disappointed in yourself. Why do I keep doing the same shit over and over again that I know that's no longer good for me? That's no longer serving me. I need to release old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things, old ways of reacting. It's causing a big wedge in your life. You know, negativity is about segregation, separating, disunity. You know, positivity is about unity. It's about togetherness. It's about wholeness. So the devil likes to get you alone. That's when you're weakest. The devil fears the power of 2. Because out of 2 can come more, right? Procreation. Some of you may feel alienated. The Three of Swords can feel, current energy can feel loneliness, alienated, outcasted. The Devil, all right? Some of you are just sitting in this energy if you're in the shadow, not regaining your power. But hopefully there's a few Pisces that regain their power and step out of this. Release that toxic shit. Okay. All right, what's the next change for you? Oh, look at that. I'm glad you got the Ace of Cups. Look at that. This is healing energy. This is now healing. Now, this is like sitting in this negative energy. So let me see. What was your first card out? The Death. Okay. Resisting change. Trying to avoid an ending. Three of Swords. It's like feeling loneliness, alienation. This is like disappointment, discord, heartbreak, power. Okay, Devil in reverse, regaining your power. And then now with Ace of Cups, now you're open. Now you're open emotionally. All right, this is like healing. This is like you're right now, and what's going to change for you. Some of you guys are going to have this, not literally, like some kind of baptism energy. It's like you're like stepping into this energy with like with more love to yourself, more love to the world, more understanding, more compassion. What's changing for you, I feel like this is more healing, more therapeutic. You're going to feel the blessings coming in your life. Instead of feeling cursed, because Three of Swords can feel like a curse, that now you feel like the dark cloud is lifting. All right. Good social times. There could be new love even coming in for you, or person from your past reconnection. So if you had the Three of Swords breakup, Ace of Cups talks about that there will be a reconnection. Okay, if that was meant to be, it will happen. All right, beautiful. Blessings, good social times. This could also be you feeling uplifted emotionally. Okay, your mood lifts up because you take back your power. Something about the timing. I know it's that clock there. Something about the clock. Hold on, let's play with these words. Time is running. Flowing, time is flowing, time is running. So when you're in this energy, I feel like time will be flowing. Like you'll notice time will just go by so fast, or flow. It's like you're not watching every minute pass anymore. Right? That's when you know you're going to be in the Ace of Cups, when time just feels so fluid for you. You don't notice it clicking every freaking minute. You're just staring at it. We're still in the same minute. It felt like 10 minutes already. How is that possible? Have you ever felt that energy? Like at a minute felt like 10 minutes, or even like an hour. Like, oh my God. That's just like, that actually can happen. Okay, so we have here Cancer, Capricorn in the majors, Libra, and Scorpio in the majors. All right. Those are the signs that showed up for you. All right, Pisces, that was your beautiful reading. All right, I'm glad it ended on a happy note. All right, I'm glad you found your way out of that. All right, look at that. Light at the end of the tunnel for a lot of you guys. And that was a lot of the messages here. I think the common theme here tonight is needing to let go of people, places, and things. If something wants to go, let it go. If it's meant, it'll come back around one way or another. But, you know, it just, and sometimes knowing when you need to walk away is a big thing, too. Not just from people, from, you know, old patterns, old habits. All right. Aries. Aries, God of War. The pioneers of the Zodiac. The trendsetters. The little babies of the zodiac. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. All right, Aries. My fire sign compadres. All right, I'm the Aries moon. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, don't beat yourself like that, honey. Oh. All right. He was just scratching his ear. Okay. Aries. All right, let's do this. All right, Aries, what is going on for you? All right, let's do 3 cards. All right, ready? We have here the 3 of Pentacles in your recent past. Okay. Oh, card flipped in reverse. Ooh, the 6 of Wands in reverse. Current energy. Not feeling seen. Not getting that recognition. Feeling like a failure. All right, what does the future hold for you? Will we get the Sun? Redeeming energy? Or will we get the Moon? Shadow. 8 of Swords. Close. That's close to Shadow. All right. All right, let's talk about this real quickly. 3 of Pentacles in your recent past. This is like some kind of work getting recognized, all right? This is like in your recent past, cooperating with others, getting along. If you met somebody or if you're in a connection, it's like we're, getting to know each other. We're like, putting in effort to work on something, working on this commitment. Some of you may have met somebody and it was a good time getting to know them, all right? Then in the present energy, we go to the 6 of Wands in the reverse. All right, so this is the energy of some kind of work you're putting out. You don't feel validated. You don't feel like it's getting the results that you're wanting. Some of you feel like your popularity is going down, all right? Or it's like, if you've been working hard on something, you're not seeing the results. You're not getting the views you're wanting. This kind of feeling like a failure. Like instead of things are improving, you feel like things are not getting any better. Okay? Singles. This is like, I don't like, there's people around you, but you just don't like the options that are around you. You don't really care who's into you because it's not like you're interested in anybody that is around you at this time. And then we go into the future. So this is more negative thinking, right? 8 of Swords. You could be dealing with somebody that's in prison or somebody that's already tied down in another connection, and you're feeling like this person is not able to really do much in this connection with you. And then this can feel very daunting, very limited, very restricting on you. All right. Now, this is the energy of, like second guessing yourself, feeling insecure. Like, I'm not getting seen. I'm not succeeding. I'm not improving like I thought I would. Something must be wrong with me. So it's now letting your anxieties, your fears, like start telling your story. Okay. They start taking precedence. So it's now we are like feeling hopeless, helpless even. Okay. So what is the big change for Aries? All right, you gave me 2 cards. I would take it. The 3 of Swords. Oh, boy. And it's at the reverse. Okay, so look at that. You had some of Pisces cards come out. 3 of Swords and the Death in reverse. Look at that. So even though you're feeling heartbroken, upset, disappointed, you're still resisting change. Some of you, this is internal change. Some of you are resisting to transform your energy. Like you're not maturing, you're not growing, you're not evolving about something. You're retarding your progress in some way. It's like you're you want something from your past to stay as is, or this is like you can't move on from a person, you can't move on from a thing, you can't move on from a situation or a place. It's like I want to get the F out of here, but I feel like I can't. I'm tired of being here. Whether this is in a connection and a job or something, it's like, you need to just go with the ebb and flow of the energy. Not resist it, not force it. Just let it take you where it needs to take you. Trust the energy a little bit more. The universe is always trying to help you out. It's not trying to do you in. We do ourselves in. Oh, those are too many. All right, what's the advice for Aries real quick at this time? A. One card. All right. You gave me 2 again. All right. Empress, the King of Pentacles. All right. So this energy is saying that right now, give to yourself, nurture yourself, make sure you get back to yourself. Okay. Yes. Like, go out in nature, get a little bit grounded energy. Now, this is getting back to your garden, your metaphorical garden or your literal garden, and start tending, take out the weeds, start tending to something. The King of Pentacles, this is like, you need to attend to your things, be consistent. You will attain your career goals. I do see commitment and something loving coming in your energy soon. Just right now, it's not the time for it, okay? So I do see somebody very with a lot of potential, commitment, loyal, trustworthy coming in for you. Very abundant energy around work and career, abundance, thriving, meeting your career goals, your financial goals. So this energy is not forever, Aries. Just let it do what it needs to do. Stop resisting it. And it'll pass. So that's where it's going. Okay? Nurture yourself. Get back to you. All right? Don't neglect your needs. Whether that's love. You need love, then go. Don't hide in your work. Take care of what you need to take care of. And then the King of Pentacles is, this is somebody remaining stable. Take care of yourself. You need to be stable before things can start getting back to where they need to be. Okay. So we have Libra, Taurus. We have All Earth, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, and Leo, and Capricorn. Okay, Aries, that was your reading. All right, very, very cool. See, sometimes when we're in the midst of like turmoil, we think it's always going to last, because that's like what the human brain does. We get so fixated on our problems because the brain tricks us thinking that this is how it's always going to be. So you got to remind yourself, this is just a fleeting moment in the brink of all this. So if you look at your life from 100 years, this three months is just like a blink of an eye in 100 years. It's not even that long, but when you're in it, it feels like forever, right? You sometimes need to step outside of it and look at the bigger picture, look at it from the wider angle. Maybe that'll help you get perspective on it. All right, very cool. All right, collective. All right. We're not doing collective tonight. That's it, you guys. All right. Yeah, we're not. All right. Thank you all for being here. And I'll tell you in a second, boredom. Hold on. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Who's that? Joanne, hi. Hey, non-e-rubis. QFS. How you doing? What just happened? Hold on. Okay. It is always now. All right. With that said, now then. All right. All right. Yeah. So everybody, thank you for being here. If you enjoyed the show, hit that like, subscribe. We got a 10. I was hoping a little bit higher. If you like how I read, then you enjoy more of this. Okay. Sunday is Aries Pisces, current energy for people in a love connection, whether you're single or couples. And Monday is Aquarius monthly at 11. And I'm also doing another reading. There's going to be 2 readings for each day that I'm up, not just one. And then Wednesday, we're ending the month doing Pisces monthly. All right. So that'll be fun. All right. All right. I got to get back into the groove of things. All right. So yeah, the reading is done. All right. So listen to this, boredom. Are you here? I know you're here. All right. So with this woman, right? So I took a screenshot of all the stuff she said, and I had a couple of friends. I have people they have like masters and stuff, and so I'm like, listen, this person was driving me crazy. I couldn't make tails out of what they were saying, and I kept asking her questions on this, wouldn't give me an answer. They couldn't even decipher the situation. So, you know why it was confusing? Because she was playing both women. This crazy person was playing both women. She was the other woman. First of all, she's not even married. All right, that's my opinion on the whole situation. Because every time I asked her, are you divorced? Wouldn't answer me. So when we look at the transcript, everything she wrote, I don't think she's married. And then one time she says she has 4 children. Then she says the other woman has 5 children, and then suddenly she has 5 children herself now. How come you don't know how many freaking children you get? Like, who makes a mistake by saying how many children you have? So that's a big red flag. And then she kept saying the other woman's name. I think she was confusing herself. That's why I go, next time you come around, give me the names of the people, what's your name, their names, and what position you play in this relationship, and the signs. Then I go, forget it, because you know what? Something smelled off about it, and it was very off. So when 2 other people confirmed that this was nut job haven, yeah. So, if you're coming in lying to me about your question, how am I going to give you... That's why the cards were coming out so confusing. It's not that I don't know how to read. If you're lying and trying to twist a story to work in your favor, the cards are not... You just can't fool them. The answers are not going to be... It's going to sound weird. And then every time I gave her an answer, now the story changed. So how come the bottom kept moving? Because it's bullshit. It's a lie. How she was the other woman, and then she was the wife. She's not even married to that guy. And then one minute she has 4 kids, and the next she has 5. She's now the other woman, and then she's the wife. Who does that? And then every time I'm answering a question, then now there's 5 more questions.